Hey guys, Lauren Rue here from 1010XL 92.5. We are back at TPC Sawgrass getting set for the Players Championship that's just 49 days away. Adam Campbell is here with me today. We're chatting with the chairman of this amazing event, and tell us first of all where we're standing.
We're standing right now on the state-of-the-art practice grounds that just absolutely is amazing. We've had a number of enhancements over the years, and this is one of them, so it is absolutely gorgeous out here.
Now, what's this man's job over here, just out of curiosity? Is he making sure everybody pays it, like does what they're supposed to do, minds their manners out here?
He's there to support and make sure tee times are rolling on time, making sure there's water and teas, anything that's needed on the practice grounds.
Lovely. So we can order drinks in a little bit. Is that what you're telling me, Adam?
That's not his role.
Fair enough.
Inside the clubhouse, 19.
So this is an extremely special event every single year. But for you in particular, this is an anniversary, right? 20 years in this role, or at least volunteering here?
Absolutely. It's my 20th year volunteering, and it is absolutely one of the proudest things that I've been able to get involved in, and not to mention, it's pretty special being able to be the chairman on my 20th year. So we have a lot to celebrate and a lot to be blessed for.
So tell me about, this is another walk and talk, if you will, the more relaxed version of chatting with people. Tell me about what exactly your role is in terms of being the chairman of this tournament.
Yeah, so what I get to do is I'm the chairman. Being the chairman, I get to support and lead the over 2,000 volunteers that make this happen. So I'm very lucky to have a team of vice chairmen, blue coats, that help support me, and we this year we'll probably run right around 2,000 volunteers to make it happen.
So blue coats, and you wear a red coat? Is that
Correct.
They literally wear blue coats?
Absolutely.
I love it.
It's literally blue. So what happens is that once you become a blue coat, you're first a rookie blue coat. You serve over 4 different divisions. Then you get to be the first vice chairman of the tournament. Mm-hmm. And then if you so make it through, you get presented your red coat at the end of that tournament. So
very cool. All right, so the volunteers, I would assume there are quite a few that help put on this tournament.
Absolutely. We have so many different committees and volunteers that have been, in some cases, volunteering over 50 years, which is truly amazing as far as the commitment and the passion that they have for this tournament. In fact, right now we have a group of our facilities division that we're out here already working on weekends. We usually start a couple of months ahead of the tournament and doing anything from pressure washing to building picnic tables, a lot of things that I think spectators don't realize happen. Mm-hmm. We show up to this awesome tournament, but it's all just here, and it all gets here because of volunteer work.
And how do you find these volunteers, and what kind of process do you go to making sure that they're actually going to volunteer and not just hang out and watch the tournament?
Great point.
Right?
Hey, we all like having fun as far as
Sure.
being volunteers. We have a 3-shift minimum to become a volunteer. You can go to theplayersvolunteers.com and you can come join this family. We have limited volunteer opportunities happening right now, and you sign up, we take them for their commitment, and it's a $99 commitment as far as cost to them, but they get a lot that comes with that. They get their volunteer uniform along with their badge, which is their ticket into the tournament as well.
Very cool. So I'm assuming you're currently still looking for volunteers. Is that a fair assumption to make?
We are.
And are there certain age requirements or anything like that?
Anyone over the age of 18, our youth opportunities have closed out, but anyone over the age of 18 can volunteer. And key areas that we're looking to have help in is in marshals. We still have opportunities, which amazes me.
Tell me what a marshal does.
A marshal. So we have marshals that go out on the course, and they are the ones that keep the crowds quiet.
Security.
Not necessarily security. No.
They find the guy who yells.
They point them out. They
point
find
the guy who's going to yell, "Get in the hole," and say, "You out."
They help with that. So, but we still have opportunities across a number of holes out here. We also have areas in our number one tent out here, venue tent, which is the benefactor tent. We still are recruiting volunteers for that, and that's right behind 17 Tee Box, another great venue. And then we also have our military appreciation tent, Patriot Outpost, which is at 16 Tee Box. We still need volunteers to help us give back all that we do to our military families.
What's the most popular volunteer thing? Does that make sense? Volunteer thing, the thing that people want to volunteer.
Probably
what fills up the first?
Yeah,
the fastest?
the most sought after committee from a youth perspective is being a standard bearer, being able to carry the standard inside the ropes with the players, feet away from some of the best players in the world. So that's one that fills up very quickly. And I'd have to say the next one that's probably sought after is our walking scores, which they walk with the standard bearer inside the ropes. So there's a key there, right?
Yeah.
Being close to the action and being close to these amazing players and actually walking a full round of golf.
That sounds pretty amazing. All right, the tournament has been moved up. I mean, that's kind of been the talk of this year's players from May to March. And I met with Jeff Klotz last week, who essentially makes sure everything is ready in terms of the course and things, and asked him some of the challenges he faces moving it up essentially a couple of months. How about you? What does that mean for you that it's now in March instead of May?
Actually, I'm so excited. Being a 20-year volunteer, I was able to volunteer 10 years in March and 10 years in May. That's
so this is like going back to the beginning for you.
We're going back home.
Old school.
We're going back home is the way we're rolling with this. So absolutely, Jeff has done an amazing job. As you can see how green this course is with the overseeding that's happened. It is going to absolutely be eye-popping. Give it a couple more months and we're going to be ready to rock and roll. So really excited about that. Coming back to March, I really think one of the neat parts about it is that it actually streamlines the entire season for what Jay Monahan, our commissioner, was actually going for, making a smoother season for our players and for our spectators. Coming back to March means that we, the players, we get to set the tone. We're the first major tournament that these players get to compete at. So we're real excited about that. And with March, everyone's always been asking as far as challenges with weather, but the average temperature has been 74 degrees the last 5 years.
Yeah,
so
it might just be
so
perfect.
much more comfortable.
The wind come into play, you think, more in March, but you kind of like that?
Oh, I absolutely love that. I absolutely love that.
Because it forces the guys to play. I mean, it just changes things up, or what?
Absolutely. It's going to force, our course does not placate to any one particular style, and it forces these players to use every club in their bag. So that's why we tag it and we call it the purest test in golf. Now coming back to March, think of it this way, Lauren, 26 of the 144 players that competed in March and in May, there's only 26 players from last year's tournament that competed in both tournaments. Better way of saying it.
Yeah.
So what's neat about that is that a lot of our young guns, the Ricky Fowlers, the Jason Day, the DJs, they haven't been tested on our course in March with these March wins. So being a golf fan, I'm excited about that.
Add some challenge to it. I like it for sure.
Absolutely.
This is there's not a ugly place to shoot anything here. We were talking about coming to do the Facebook Live video and where do we want to shoot, and it's like pick a place because it's beautiful. Kind of tell people where we're standing right. I know we were just over by
practice
the
grounds.
practice grounds over there, and I see putting greens here that people can practice on. But what are we looking at here?
So what we're looking at is if you see where that flag is, right in that area, that's where we call the caddy chute. So the players will be coming out of there. This is where they'll work on their putting. So this is their putting green. They do their chipping right over here, right over Lauren's head. And then obviously they have complete access to the state-of-the-art facility that we call the practice ground. So this is basically where we are, and obviously with the backdrop of this amazing, beautiful clubhouse that we have.
Now, moving the tournament up from May to March, I know one of the kind of staple things that came with it when it was in May was the Mother's Day and the pink for breast cancer. So are folks now trading their pink in for green because it's finishing on St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah, so we have March 12th through the 17th is the exact days of the players. We will have on Tuesday our military appreciation concert. John Pardee is going to be the act that's going to come out and rock the 17th island, and it'll start a half an hour earlier. It's going to start at 5 p.m. And what was the rest of the question?
Green versus
no green.
No green.
No green. It is Championship Sunday. Championship Sunday. Is it St. Patty's Day? No, it's Championship Sunday.
Fair enough. That is fair.
Are we going to have green beer? No, it's Championship Sunday.
Okay, so you have championship beer.
Correct.
Thank you.
We'll have several.
Yes, very good. Your time that you spend and the volunteers and the amount of hours and the months you prepare, when do you actually start preparing for this week? I mean, like the soon as last weekend, last year's was over, do you immediately start up again?
This year was a little different, Lauren. I mean, we actually had, because of the change of the date and coming in 2 months earlier, we've actually been planning this tournament alone that's 49 days away since October of 2017.
Oh, wow.
So what we were doing is really double timing it last year. We were planning the 2018 tournament as well as planning the 2019 tournament. So it was a busy, busy year. And typically our role is year round because we are planning and always trying to, there's a number of changes that come to this tournament, and we have to get ahead of that from a volunteer needs. And we have a number of meetings and critique meetings because we listen to not only the feedback from our spectators, but also the feedback from our volunteers on how we can make the experience that much greater.
One of those changes, is there one in particular off the top of your head that was made from last year to this year?
The date.
The date. Easy one. I set you up. You're welcome. That's
Thank
what we
you.
call
Appreciate
softball
it.
in the industry. You're
That
welcome.
slam dunk. Thank you.
All the things. All right, this is a little bit of rapid fire here with Adam Campbell, who is the chairman of the tournament, has been with this tournament for 20 years. That's why he has the fancy jacket and the pin and the tie that matches. So, your favorite golfer?
I'd have to say Ricky.
Ricky. That one is close to my heart because I'm an Oklahoma State grad.
Oh wow, that's perfect.
Yes, I
That
know.
flows right
So
in.
that's exactly right. So I may have to sign him out and wear some orange to represent.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Flat bill.
Yeah, I might have to find one of those too. You play. I'm making an assumption, but you play golf. You attempt to play golf.
I play
That's
at
what
it.
I say
yeah,
too.
I play at it.
And you've played out here before, or you play this beautiful course very often?
Not very often. We played about a month ago, and when I say the grounds are absolutely the best that I've seen in 20 years, I really mean that. The highlight of my round, which was terrible, was that I actually birdied 17. First time I ever did it, and I was ready to go in and start having a couple of pops there.
As you should. That's
Yeah.
something to brag about. Who do you hope to see out here? I mean, outside of Ricky, who do you really want to see come March out here? Or who do you look forward to seeing play all of them?
I really look forward to seeing the best golfers in the world. We have no amateurs out there, which makes our tournament a little unique, and I just like to see the competition, toe-to-toe, fighting for the crystal.
So does Ricky have the best style, would you say, in terms of clothing?
Yeah,
Or is anybody that
anyone else that jumps out?
Yeah.
No, not at the moment. I do have one thing I want to add before we finish up.
Yes.
And that is
parking. We got to talk. Thank you. That was one of
Parking.
the things I wrote on my list. Glad you're
Parking.
here. Yes.
Yes.
Tell me about. I know that's a big concern for everybody. So what's kind of the plan?
It's always a big concern. With the announcement of the tour headquarters being built out in the general parking lot, we're going to have a net loss of parking places. So I encourage you to get online at players.com and order your parking passes. If you show up to the lot without a parking pass, you will fight the traffic to get there, and you'll be pushed right back out into traffic. So we're doing something to enhance that, and that is we're expanding our rideshare program. So that is going to be an area that's out by ATP, by Bowles, and our couples gate. So we're actually expanding that experience because it just makes sense. You might as well Uber in or Lyft
That's
in.
what I was going to say. Wouldn't that make the most sense? You wouldn't have to worry about any of it. And will the Uber be able to get how close?
They will actually be on the back side of the course. So
Okay.
where they'll be dropping off at is the couples gate, which when you walk down couples, you'll be right there at 16 green
Cool.
and 17 tee box. So, and actually 15 tee box as well. So it'll be a great location as far as entering the course.
All right, final one. Oh, this has been a really serious interview here.
It's tough.
Tell me about the Campbell's Super Party.
So that was a signature drink. If I had to name one, they came up with that.
Is it named after you?
No.
Okay.
I think
it's coincidence.
It's just
in the last
coincidence
name
with the idea. And we have some great PR employees with the tour, and the idea is that it even flows even better because who do we have singing on Military Appreciation? John Pardee. So,
Perfect. Love it.
yeah, so it's not a signature dish or a drink that you'll see anytime soon. So.
Well, that's all right. Hey, Adam, we appreciate it. Thank
Absolutely.
you. And 1010 is excited that we're only 49 days away from the Players' Championship. You want to stay tuned for much more here from TPC Sawgrass.